Okay. I say okay a lot, I know. We all have our problems. Back riding again. We're inching our way closer to our destination, which is on the west side of Percy's Bay, on Mattawa Lake. Getting into a treed area here. The dog just saw something. Partridge, squirrel. Hopefully the camera is going to even out the light for you a little bit. Again, cloud is helpful, but it's not snowing. I'm old enough to remember snow coming down on Thanksgiving weekend in the past. Especially where we are here, so we're quite a ways away from Lake Superior. Lake Superior has a moderating effect, so when you do get precipitation sometimes at this time of the year, if it's cold enough, you'll get snow here. Closer to the lake, you'll get rain. I think it was 5 years ago, so 2020, so just the COVID year there. I remember I hiked the long weekend, and the weekend after, it snowed. I remember I was out at camp and I was hiking the Kinghorn. Woke up, so I think I went out there Saturday, woke up Sunday morning to hike, and it had snowed. And I was one of those, well, I guess I'm not hiking. And it took a few weeks for the snow to go away. It's just a leaf, Luna. Okay, so let's zip you ahead a little bit here. We're into a straight stretch here. There you can see a telegraph pole saying hello. Another one of these blowdown areas. You just see the absolute mess it makes. There's the telegraph pole in there. Okay, let's zip you ahead once again. Dog's got to be thirsty. All right, getting through another causeway here. Another big embankment, kind of a swampy area. There's a creek that flows underneath. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna snap a picture. Let's go. We've done 25 kilometers. We got to be getting close to the end. Again, I forgot to look how far we went one way. No, surprising no telegraph poles, just this sad little chunk that's left here. Okay, just plugging along. You can see all these tamaracks here. Some of the needles are coming down. Looks like it's snowing. Starting to get sore again. Oh, a little bit of a cutting area here. Just a little tiny one. So here you can see indicative of the cutting area. Sometimes you get into these spots where the water pools, and you get these big sort of puddles. They're dry right now, obviously, because we haven't had very much rain, but normally they're full of water. There's a really big one coming up, and that one actually still has water in it. So it's really hard to make out the cut here, but it is there. It's not a rock cut, it's just a cutting. But you can see all of these ups and downs here. Next point of interest coming up here, just up ahead. So maybe we'll take you to there, and then we'll pause. Again, it looks like it's snowing with all the needles coming down off the tamaracks. So we're in through another cut here. Oh, shotgun shell. Oh. We saw lots of birds today, lots. Including some big clumps of spruce ones, spruce grouse, and like they wouldn't move. So just a tiny little bit of rock work here, just a little bit there. I doubt I'm going to redo that piece tomorrow. It's almost not worth it. This cut continues on here. Maybe we'll pull up to the end of the cut here and need to check the battery. See where it's at. Right in through all these tamaracks again. Hopefully the camera's trying to even things out for you. Oh, look, telegraph pole down here. All right, so let's hold up here. I'll check the battery and then I'll resume momentarily. Okay. So, we're back on the move here. Luna needs a drink. There's a swamp coming up here and a point of interest. I can see it up ahead. You can literally see what's going on with the grade. When we get there, we have to do a battery change on the last legs of the battery here. Hopefully we make it there. So some more cutting work here. Again, really hard to see with the sun and the shadows. Squirrel. She's long gone, Looney. Long gone. So the cutting work continues here. Again, I don't know what you can see. When she runs in front of me, because then she just stops, and I don't want to run her over. Again, some of these normally large puddles can see that it's still a little bit wet at the bottom, even though it's been so very dry. More little logging roads off the grade here. Grade is very well traveled here. Lots of gravel and stuff that's been put on top, so it's very pounded flat. 26 kilometers on the bike, on the GPS. What does my watch say? 26.8. So our point of interest is coming up right here. We'll do the battery swap before we talk about it. See if we can get the dog some water too. Oh. All right, we're gonna hold up here for a second. You can kind of see what's going on here, but I will talk about it momentarily.